Hello Taurus, thank you so much for checking out my channel here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. I'm Sarah and I will be hosting a general reading for you, channeling the new moon energy that is also happening during a solstice. So like a massive reboot, think of it like resetting or restarting your laptop or computer or your phone, and also like setting good intentions to move any type of negative energy out to bring in those positive traits that Capricorns and Sages bring our way, such as detachment and freedom, a great sense of humor with the Sages, lots of energy that is put to good service with Sagittarians. And with Capricorns, it's energy, like that earthly energy you're so familiar with being a Taurus. That earthly energy that is centered in really loving what you do for a living. So with that, let's get into this reading for you, Taurus. Sag moon in Sag season and winter solstice. I feel like that's got to speak for something that's significant. Knight of Swords reversed. So there might be a person in your life that is an air sign. That could be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini that you might be butting heads with, being the head butter that you are as a Taurus. But also not to call you out being a head butter. Like your head butting sometimes is valid. Like people antagonize other people. It's real. So let's see what's crossing that. Either way, this person, you might be responsible for them. You may not. They're not committed. They're non-committal. So thinking about negative Sagittarius traits, non-committal is a huge part of like negative forms of detachment, right? So thinking about how can we let that go? How can we let that aspect go within ourselves? And the Knight of Swords, if they have that more so like, it can be sort of dominated by that Gemini type of energy. Gossip. Is somebody like shit talking you? Are you engaging in shit talk with this air sign, and are they filling your head with bullshit about other people? Like this person, you may think that they're a trusted advisor in some type of way, but in actuality, they might be filling your head with some shit, and it like really great at it too. Even perhaps like you're entertained, or they've really got you believing whatever it is that they're saying. Interestingly, they or you are at some type of loss, and if you're not careful, it's a loss that can be, that can really sort of impact your future long term. So just be mindful of who is being exploited in this situation. How can you be honest with yourself about that? And, is this person so grief-stricken and hurt that they're willing to throw shade and perhaps even just some type of like sabotage, sabotage you and do it in a way that impacts your future. So just be very, very mindful about who you share your secrets with, who you choose to trust. And if this is somebody that you really have blindly put your trust in, how the fuck do you exit stage left from this shit? Like, figure it out, because that may most likely be what is required of you right now, Taurus. What else have we got here? I love this card. I love this picture on this card. It kind of makes my heart happy. So this card is about sort of gathering what it is that you need, resources that you need. And it may be like, it's not as tedious, but it might be like, it might be boring. It might be something that you don't want to do. And it also might be very slow. Like what it is that you need may come to you kind of at glacier speeds right now. It's kind of like watching things grow and watching grass grow. And, you know, where I'm at, it's winter time. There is no grass. So it's going to be a while. That might be heavy for you to hear, but it is necessary and it's not bad. Like this person knows patience, knows patience. They know that this tree of resources has what they need. And maybe you need to get out there and like forage something for yourself, like actual physically, you know, gathering some things like herbs and stuff. And, you know, like within reason, use what you have. So gathering resources, gathering the herbs that you need for self-care can actually look like going out and buying them if you don't have the resources to physically, you know, pick them. You are very conflicted over this situation. You're very conflicted over this situation. So if you want a full reading, if you want to talk it out, if you feel that you need to disclose, please do connect. Follow the link. Follow the link tree. The link tree in the description box will get you to me, and we can follow up that way. But you are very conflicted. You know, this new moon, even this energy has you feeling very conflicted. It's draining. It can be very draining and also kind of scary if you're not certain that the reboot is going to look the way that you want it to, or is going to be effective in the way that you need it to be. But lots of internal conflict. And you know, you can switch up your attitude about internal conflict. You can make it into something good. The conflict that you are experiencing right now is growing pains. It's going to contribute to your forward movement. And I'm not trying to like, don't allow what I say to make you feel like whatever feelings of despair or discomfort or unsettling feelings you may have, like they're valid, right? Don't wash over them with like, oh, this is gonna help you. Like if it's really shitty what you're going through, that's real. That's real. The Hierophant. So you know, like a contract was broken, or you know, you received very misleading spiritual advice. No, I'm thinking of the Hierophant, not the Hierophant. Oh, no, I was thinking of the Hermit. Yeah, no, I'm talking about the Hierophant. Yeah, no, we're good. We're on the right track. So, all right. Yeah, someone might have been like, fuck this as above, so below shit that you may actually subscribe to. Someone may have tried to act like there was nothing wrong when there was. They don't listen. And somebody was telling you maybe even to stay with this person to try to sit it out. But it's like they want you to, they're just not for you. They're not, I don't know, it's like they wanted you to take a chance on them. And that was basically their last, hopefully that was their last appeal to themselves, because they probably ruined the chance. People don't even, you know, like when you're dealing with narcissists, like they'll just say whatever it is that they need to say, and then they, you know, they appear, especially if they're like a sociopath versus a psychopath, like they appear to have like remorse over wrongs that they've done, right? And they do to a certain degree. It's kind of like, you know, like a sociopath that sort of has some level of empathy. They know how to have it, but at the end of the day, like, they throw the baby out with the bathwater after they're done being in their feels. And they go right back to the fucking bullshit. All right. Page of Cups. Yep. So there's a child that might end up suffering on account of whatever decision you decide to make. So just keep that in mind. This could also speak to the, this person, this Knight of Swords, who not only is mentally, like psychologically abusive and not that smart about it, but also emotionally manipulative and really immature about it. So if it's a child that, you might be impacting in a negative way, please be careful and really truly think about their future, because their future is also your legacy. But if it's somebody that's that immature, like, you're really going to see it. It's going to be clear as day for you. In the middle of the night, it's going to be clear as day. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups. So, what do you wish for? You know what you want, perhaps. And, like, you want to grant your own wishes. This is like you being your own little genie here. I'm a genie in a bottle. They gotta rub me the right way. So, someone ain't rubbing you the right way, and you know what you want. And, like, you might be rubbing yourself in the right way. Like, hey, now, let's do it. So, like, you know how to keep yourself satisfied. You know what you want. You know what makes you happy. And you don't need anybody else to do that for you. Doesn't mean that nobody else is ever going to do that for you again. It's just, like, how can you make yourself happy? And, like, you're good with making yourself happy. So you're okay in that sense. It's a really great attitude to have. You just want to be happy. And you know how to be happy. The Magician reversed. So you could have your own ill intentions on some level. And your ill intentions may be rooted, or they may lead to the sort of, like, I think it's important for you to, if you have had ill intentions, or if people see that you have I'm having a hard time with this one. So, Taurus, the Magician reverse. So people may see you, they may think that you're, like, doing dark magic on them, which might be bullshit. You might even be, like, with the way that you're behaving, putting ill intentions on yourself that, may create this valid fear of hindering your forward movement. People might see that you are being a gossip. That can be, like, a bad type of medicine. But either way, like, the way that others see you, like, if you are not, if your intentions are not bad and people see that they're bad, like, that's kind of on them. That's their misinterpretation. But how do you want to look? Like, do you want to look like you're doing bad shit? If that's something that you can kind of nip in the bud on some level, that might not be a bad idea. Because, when you're thinking about, like, if you have this healthy fear of not being able to move forward in life, and, like, sometimes a reputation, helps us, having a good reputation helps us to move forward in life. Like, how you move through life with honesty, with integrity, like, all those virtuous types of activities take us places that are good. Now, like, deviant ways also take us places that may appear to be good, but you got there, like, in a way that was not sort of sound. And, there may be consequences or repercussions. So if that's a risk that you're taking right now, I don't really think that it's working for you, because there's all kinds of bullshit coming through in these cards, or, like, you're attracting people that are shitty. If you are actually, like, well-intended, but you're around people who see you may have some alternative practices or ways of doing things that, might be perceived. Like, for example, like tarot in the church is like super taboo, right? So who are these people that think that your work is the devil and they're actually the fucking devil? Do you know what I mean? It's that type of thing that this could be. So it could be that you do have bad intentions, that your intentions are not pure and like pure from your heart, not honest. It can also mean that other people see you as this, when in actuality, it's a reflection of their inability to see what's good in themselves. So, that may cause you to manifest a lack of forward movement, being attached to this kind of bullshit. And it may take you some time. It looks like either way it's going to take you some time to figure out how to get back in your own good grace. So let's see what else. Where does this finally lead us to for Taurus? I'll look at a couple of cards here. So 7 of Swords and the Sun. So there's going to be some, like some big type of paradigm shift change. So moving into a different, or was that the 6 of Swords? Can't remember. Either way, we got the Sun card is clarifying this. So how are we going to change? How are we going to stay consistent? How are we going to keep people from talking shit about us? Or how are we going to consistently not let the shit that people spread about us get in our own way, get in our way? So if there's like any type of conspiracy happening, how do you consistently maintain your composure through that type of reality where people are out to get you because of jealousy for whatever reason? Either way, like, it's not justified. So yeah, how are you going to stay consistent? Consistency is key. Staying away from that type of crowd who are all about taking shit down that is in a way that is robbing, that's not true, that's not virtuous. How are you going to stay away from that? How are you going to not be attached to that? And I feel like that is at the core of this time to yourself that you need to spend growing, that is critical to your growth. It's going to take some time, but it's there, and it's going to lead you, like, you know what you want, you know what makes you happy. So with that, thank you so much, Taurus, and we will catch you again next time. Take care. Bye for now.